These are 10 unbeatable iconic fragrances for men. I'm going to go from my least favorite, but still in this list, my top favorites. These are iconic because they have been around for a while, either themselves or their original, and these are the flankers of them. There has been flankers because they are extremely popular with everybody, so you know if you invest in any of these, people will love the way you smell, which is always important with fragrances. So without further ado, let's go. The first fragrance is a flanker from the iconic line of Davidoff Cool Water. This fragrance, I know that all of you probably know it, and this is the intense version. I much prefer the intense version than the original. This to me is a fragrance that could cost 10 times what the price tag of this fragrance is, because it's just so good. Whereas the original, I think it kind of smells cheap. Don't tell anybody. But this is a rich, warm, spicy, fresh blue scent. I love that it's fresh, but it is very intense. Like the name says, it's actually intense, because sometimes there's intense on the bottle and you've got no intensity in the fragrance. This is actually very deep, much more aromatic than the original. It's not as green. This is just a spicy, warm, ambery, slightly coconutty fragrance. It smells like the depths of the ocean. It's extremely long lasting, and the price tag is just absolutely amazing. It's so affordable. You can just grab it no matter your budget, and you'll know that this fragrance is just iconic and it is unbeatable. It's an amazing, versatile fragrance. The next fragrance is also super iconic. It's one of like those classy fragrances for men that for me cannot be beaten, and it is Habit Rouge from Guerlain. This is the eau de parfum. They've got quite a few versions of it. Oh, the atomizer though, spectacular. This fragrance, I love how sparkling it is. It's really like you're opening a Sprite or something. It's that sparkling quality to it. It's a good aromatic rose, carnation, cinnamon, oak moss, sandalwood. That sort of fragrance that is fresh, floral, but also warm and a bit spicy. It's a classic. It lasts a huge amount of time, and this is a fragrance that is just classy. It's super iconic. It's a fragrance like they don't make fragrances like this anymore these days, but to me, like this would really turn my head, because amongst all the blue fragrances for men, this is something different. This is extremely good quality, and I'll be like, wow, this fragrance, this guy, it's much made in heaven. It's a very good fragrance. If you want to sample it, definitely just go to a store and try it out, because it is worth it. Like, even if you don't like it now, I promise you someday you'll grow to love it, because it's so timeless and classic. The next fragrance is also super iconic because it's Hugo Boss bottled line, and this is the newer fragrance. But I think the whole line, I mean, I remember when I was like 11 seeing these bottles everywhere. So this is just iconic, Boss bottled, elixir, and this fragrance in particular, it is so smoky, seductive, strong. It's got this dark, mysterious energy. This has got longevity like no other. It's super long lasting, which is an improvement on all the original fragrances. And this fragrance is just frankincense. It's a bit smoky, it's vanillic, it's super woody. It's this like super spicy, oriental sort of a fragrance. I love it. It's, for me, like a perfect autumn winter scent. Just spray a ton of it and you'll smell absolutely incredible all day long and night probably, because this is super long lasting. This iconic fragrance, it is the Paul Gaultier fragrance, Le Male, of course, but I chose the elixir fragrance because you just can't beat the line, but especially the newer fragrances. They are just releasing such good fragrances, and this is just a fun, joyous, minty, vanillic, just loads of tropical fruit fragrance. It's a fun time, it's long lasting, it's sweet, it's all that Le Male is. Like, it's just modern, but also the whole line is classic and iconic. You just can't go wrong with it because all the fragrances pretty much last a really long amount of time, and the scent profile is made to be loved, absolutely loved. There's like a cult following of all of the lamels, and they just keep getting like all the new fragrances. They keep dropping them every few months, so I can't even keep up with all the new scents that they're releasing. But this one is one of my recent favorites. I also love Le Beau Paradise Garden. That is amazing for the summer. Next up, a iconic fragrance now that has been sold a billion times probably. It is Sauvage from Dior, and it is Eau de Toilette. This fragrance, it is just an amazing blue, fresh, casual scent. It smells like an extremely attractive guy. It just does. It's woody, it's spicy, it's a bit smoky. It's everything you want in a men's fragrance, and it projects beautifully. It will get you crazy compliments from the ladies for sure. It's just an amazing fragrance. Some may say that it has been a bit overdone, but in my opinion, like, it's just good. Like, you can't go wrong with this one. If you're getting one of your first fragrances, try this out and you'll fall in love with fragrance. This is like a gateway to fragrance love. Like, I'll recommend it to you. You'll try it, you'll get compliments, you'll get into fragrances, and before you know it, you'll have that many fragrances in your collection. Next up is also an iconic fragrance. I just think that this fragrance will be, for years to come, a bestseller and a fragrance that captivates hearts and minds of people, and it is Enigma Parfum Cologne, or Creation E in the US. You've got a different name because of some, I think I've asked them and they said they couldn't call it Enigma due to some copyright issues in the US. So that is a fun little fact for you. But it's Enigma here in the UK, for us in Europe, I think. It's an amazing Coca-Cola fragrance, but it's not just a Coca-Cola opening fragrance, because it's so much more than that. It's not this super fun Coca-Cola and nothing of substance. This is also a leathery, warm, spicy scent that is kind of just this like raw, masculine, and it lasts forever. Projection is absolutely heavenly. This scent in the air, it's absolutely amazing. And this is something that is fun, that you will pay niche penny for it, but it will smell niche. It definitely doesn't smell designer. You will smell like you're wearing a super expensive fragrance that is different. People will be just asking you what you're wearing, and you might want to lie so they don't know what you're actually wearing, so they don't buy the same scent, because this, I promise you, it will be your little secret. It's just that good. It's super sexy, and yeah, love it. Next up, an iconic fragrance that cannot be beaten. For me, from the line, this is my top one that I just adore, and it is a Replica by the Fireplace from Maison Margiela. This scent is to die for. You either, I think, love it or hate it. I love it, and I know so many of you absolutely love it. It smells like chestnuts, it smells like burnt logs, and it just smells like a fireplace. It does, but it's a vanillic, warm fireplace scent. It's so incredibly cozy. It smells like autumn to me, and it is so strong. It projects crazily, and this is one of those fragrances that will make it, like, if you love it enough, you'll make it your signature scent, and everybody will know that this is your scent. But it's amazing. It literally tells a story. To me, it's super sexy, especially like autumn time. You're going outside for a walk, you're sitting outside by like a fire, marshmallows, that sort of situation, or you're going away, like, I don't know, Nantucket. I've never been, but that's what I'm imagining, like all the golden leaves, cute houses, and you're there with somebody who you love, and you're wearing this. This is huggable, delicious, gorgeous. Next up, an iconic fragrance that cannot be beaten is, of course, Bleu de Chanel. I mean, what were you expecting? This fragrance must be in this list. This scent is one of the number one smelling, but also selling fragrances in the world, and it's super masculine and has got this like sex appeal to this fragrance, and it's so good with those citruses at the top. it's magic. It's so good. It's this perfect composition. I say to all of the men out there, this is like your number one fragrance. You must have it in your collection, because I think this is just unbeatable. Like, even if you've got 1,000 niche fragrances, this, like, I guarantee you'll grab it over and over again. I know, because my husband does, and we own a lot of fragrances, but he still grabs all the Bleu de Chanels that we have, because we've got 3 of them, the Eau de Parfum and the Eau de Toilette, but he just loves it. And it's such a versatile scent, whether you're going traveling or whether you need just something easy and quick, you're like in a hurry and you don't know what to wear, always this will cover you for all situations, and it will smell extremely good, extremely sexy, and long-lasting. Projecting everything is in this fragrance. Another iconic scent that has been around for a while, and I haven't spoken about this one for a long while actually, and I've missed it because I spoke about this fragrance all the time like a few years back, and then this is like my discovery. When I discovered this fragrance, I was like, how did I not know about this? This is my top summer fragrance for men. It cannot be beaten, and it is that good. It's literally that good, and it's Aqua pour homme. There's a ton of versions of this, but I have tried them all, and I do love this version the most. It's magical on the skin, just blends into the skin, just like becomes you, it becomes your second skin. You just literally smell like a sea god coming out of the ocean, and this is how you smell. This is salty seaweeds, it's marine-like, it's a bit of patchouli, it's the sea breeze. It's so good. It smells extremely natural. It's so extremely sexy. It's this shower scent, but it's not woodsy. It's more of this marine, natural smell. Absolutely amazing. You have to try it out. This is like the summer scent of your dreams, literally. And because I don't see it often here in the UK on the shelves, it's not that worn, that, you know, not many people wear it. And I think this, crazy compliments, extremely sexy, so good. Of course, I'll link all of them down below at my favorite discounters for you to save some money. And the next fragrance, a magical icon. This is a scent that was one of the first fragrances that I bought for this channel to recommend to you guys, because that's how much I love it, and I still do. And it's La Nuit de l'Homme, Yves Saint Laurent Eau de Toilette. This is my jam. This scent, I wish that all men smelled like this. Frankly, this is so magical. It has gone through reformulation, so it's not as strong as it used to be. But I think that it actually gets stronger with age. I've had it for about 5 years now, I think. And it's actually getting stronger. So maybe just, you know, buy a few bottles and just macerate them for a bit. And this scent is warm, it's romantic, it's super sexy, but in this like romantic, huggable way. It's this soft lavender. It smells clean and warm, and it's got bergamot. It's fresh, but it's also that coziness. It does smell like a warm cashmere scarf. It's just unbeatable. You can wear it every day, but it's perfect for date nights, for those cozy, like huggable situations. This is magic. This is fairy dust. It's beautiful. Let me know if there's any fragrance that I've missed from this list in the comments down below. I'll of course link all of these for you. Let me know what fragrances also you want me to test and check out, if there's any new ones. I know that there is a new Versace Eros coming out, and I bet a lot of you would like to hear my opinions about that one. So let me know if that is the case, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.